So welcome everyone who's joining. We're here, myself, Josh, and Adam, helping with a virtual event with T-Mobile and partnered with our New Mexico Workforce Connection. We wanted to make sure that we had some time to sit there and talk to you guys a little bit further about some of our opportunities and great things that we have to offer here in Albuquerque. Due to COVID, we haven't been able to get out to any type of events or anything like that. Wanted to make sure that we still had the opportunity to tell you about all the great things that we had to offer. So again, it's myself, Josh McDonald, and Adam Archibek. So we'll be going back and forth throughout this. And as we're talking through our slides, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them into the chat. So Adam, go ahead and take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh. Hi, everybody. It's good to kind of have a connection. I know it's been a little while for everybody to be able to connect and see each other. So we're definitely trying to get to you in a different way through this virtual platform. So we appreciate Workforce Connection providing this for us today. Just want to let you kind of touch base on, why us, what we're doing, what positions we have, and we're going to kind of go through some of that. But the big question is, why T-Mobile? Well, other than we are awesome and have the best culture and we are a little crazy and wild, there's other things to that are benefits with us. So a lot of questions we get asked is, what do you pay? What's the starting pay and things like that. So, we start off at $14.25 an hour for both of our level roles that we hire for. Both of those, you'll have, a 10 to 9 or 9 to 10 week training period where you'll be ready to hit the floor and get put with your teams. But after that, you will be have potential for monthly bonuses, also shift differentials as well. There's a list of a couple of our amazing benefits. I'll kind of go through a couple of those that some people aren't aware of that a lot of people really could take advantage of. And one of them is just our amazing health benefits that we offer. The other one is, our tuition assistance. You're looking to go back to school. We have 9 online schools that we've partnered with. We pay 100%. Those are some things that, help benefit your career, but also to benefit you as well, and help take some of that cost that comes with that. We offer, employee discounts. So, everybody says, do you have a discount on your phone? And yes, we do. So we do get, up to a 75% discount on your plan for you and your dependents as an employee. So there's some more perks and stuff that we go through that's not just based on, what you make hourly, but the different, resources and benefits that you could take advantage of. We are very, very involved in our community. So, that's something that we take pride in is we partner with a lot of nonprofits. We're always out, trying to do things. It's definitely a little bit different in this time, but even, toys for the needy, helping, the homelessness, there's different things that you can get a part of and really kind of help with our community and help with that movement as well. Josh, I'll kind of kick it over to you. Or what? Does anybody have any questions? You guys want to pop those into the chat, to kind of touch base on any of these that are here on the screen right now. We can kind of touch base on those as well. If not, I'll kind of move on to the next slide here. Oh, Josh, you're on mute.
All right, sure am. So as Adam mentioned, there's a lot of great things that we offer from T-Mobile, from compensation to benefits to community engagement. But some of the positions that we offer that we hire for on a routine basis between both of our centers here at Manal and Jefferson, we offer associate expert roles and closed loop roles. You'll notice next to those roles, you see the rec number that you can apply to, our available class dates. But let me just take a step back and talk about our team of experts environment and what our experts do. So team of experts is really, say you're handling a demographic of our or geographical territory of our Albuquerque market. So anytime someone from Albuquerque calls in, you're going to handle any call type that they have, whether it's retaining them as a customer, handling tech support, like basic tech support type of calls, or really just answering any type of billing related question that they might have. That's what our associate associate experts are coming in and getting trained to do, making sure that they can handle any type of call that comes their way. But the really cool thing about our team of experts environment is you have a career path that's laid out right out of the gate for you. You come in, you go through training for our associate expert role. A few months after that, you can potentially promote into an expert role. A few months later, not a few months later, but 8 to 12 months later, you can potentially promote into a senior expert role. Now, there's some things that go into promoting into those roles, but that's one clear-cut path that's laid out right out of the gate for you for a promotion opportunity. There's other great opportunities outside of these roles once you get your foot in the door with our 95% internal promotion rate. But I want to leave a little bit of room for Adam to talk about the closed loop role and how that kind of differs from what our associate experts do as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh. So just kind of touch base a little on our specialists for closed loop. Like Josh said, for our associate expert and our team of experts, they're handling, incoming calls from our customers, like you said, from regards to their bill, maybe their coverage or device, whatever it may be around their account, right? And they're looking to take care of them and get their issue fixed. Our closed loop department's a little bit different. We actually reach out proactively to our customers, in regards to, say, we've had a customer call in a couple of times with a particular issue. They're actually proactively reaching out to that customer, making sure that their issue, for one, has gotten taken care of. If not, they're addressing it to make sure you're getting fixed, and we're avoiding a customer, calling back again, back into the team and having to ongoing have to call in. Nobody, as a customer, you don't, necessarily want to call in unless you have something that you need to take care of, right? So our closed loop department really handles, proactively reaching out to those customers. Also handle any campaigns or anything that we may have, or benefits or products that we have going on that just to make you aware of, making sure you're taking advantage of everything that we have to offer. Our closed loop department is a little bit different in regards to schedule. We don't call our customers in the evenings, the weekends, or holidays. So this department is strictly Monday through Friday, holidays and weekends off. And with our associate expert, it does, vary between 6:30 to 9 o'clock at night, and weekends and holidays, because we can't, when something happens, we want to be there for our customers as well. But these are the two roles we particularly, like Josh said, hire for entry level to get your foot in the door. We have hundreds and thousands of positions with our company that get posted every day on our internal website, just because we do have that 95% internal promotion rate. A lot of those positions get filled from within, but this really just helps you get your foot in the door and to really look to step into one of those roles down the road. All right, so Josh, I'll kind of kick it back over to you.
Yeah, so I'm sure that some of you may have questions. All right, I saw the roles. Where do I go to apply? So the first thing that I want to do is, in our chat box, team, I'm setting a link in there so you guys can have the link for our Albuquerque market at our T-Mobile careers page, so you can see everything that we offer from an Albuquerque perspective. Again, notice if you, I don't know if you captured those rec numbers down, but we can drop those in for you as well. So let me just take a second and drop those in. This is our Manal rec for associate expert and closed loop. So you'll see that those are popping in really quickly into our chat. And then I'll drop my Jefferson one in here as well. If you didn't notice, when our next classes are, again, they're on 12/7 and 12/27. So we have quite a few classes that we're coming up where we're going to be hiring 45 plus people in the next few weeks for our December classes. So I would highly recommend that you're applying now to get that process started. And here's how you do that. So you're going to go in, you're going to create a profile, upload a resume, fill out that application, including our CARE assessment. So you'll notice that it'll stop you at a point where you need to take an assessment. Please make sure when you take that assessment that you're in a quiet area so you can get that done without any issues or distractions itself. Once you complete that application, you'll be in front of us for review after the assessment and everything's done. We'll review your profile and make that determination whether we can move you on into an interview standpoint. Once you get to that interview standpoint, it's a video interview where it's one one-way dialogue. It's pre-recorded questions that we have. You just go through those, and we can then eventually set you up for a potential in-person interview. Not in person, it's a live interview with the same platform, with one of our leaders. So since COVID's here, we're doing more of that virtual interview scenario, but we want you to be on camera, so we can have that live interaction. And as you can see, we're a pretty lively bunch, and we want to see that out of our candidates as well. The last piece of the puzzles are, we do have a background check. We do 7-year background check where we're looking at felonies and misdemeanors. Outside of that, once all of that comes back clear and good to go, we can make you a potential offer to start in one of those classes. Any questions at all? I'm not seeing any pop in the chat so far, so I think we're okay.
So I'm sorry, Josh, this is Lillian. Yeah. I do have a couple questions. And
okay.
The first question is, are employees working and training from home due to COVID?
That's a great question. We are going to get to that on the next slide. But let me go ahead and answer that. So yes, what's happening is all of our training is done from a virtual environment, except for the first day. I'll save the first day piece of it for Adam to kind of talk through in a little bit more detail. But the intent is to go through virtual training once COVID is clear for our employees to return and safe enough for employees to return. There is the intent for everybody to come back to the centers. When that is, we don't know, but they still are required to sit in Albuquerque and work in Albuquerque in that virtual environment. What else are we seeing?
The next question, will the info in the chats be available after the webinar?
We can absolutely make it available. I'm not sure if you guys have the ability to send this out to our team or for everybody that's attending, but we can absolutely make it available if they'd like it.
Thank you. And the next question is there a drug test prior to or during background check?
Great question. So just know that when we're going through our screening process, what we're really looking for is going through the application piece, our background check screening. Once that's completed, we're able to make an official offer at that point.
Thank you.
Anything else?
So if there are any more questions, please type them in the Q&A, since we're not able to enter them in the chat.
Do you want me to drop everything into chat then so they can see that in the Q&A area?
Sure.
Okay, I can do that as well.
Awesome. Well, I'll kind of kick off the next slide if we're ready to go. So kind of piggyback off of some of what Josh was kind of going over. What's the what to expect? What are some of the expectations with the training if you do get hired? So just to kind of give you an idea, it's usually like a 9 to 10 week training. It is a work from home virtual training environment. Like Josh said, at the time we were ready. As of right now, it's going to be until the end of the year. We are going to be at home virtual environment. That could change after the the new year, but as of right now, that is the case. Schedules, out of training most likely could be, an evening, night, or a weekend shift. So keep that in mind. You guys, any schedule, it's based on a business need. The only difference would be on the specialist for the closed loop position. There's only 2 different shifts that are day shifts that are available for those, since they are Monday through Friday positions. Also, just the minimum requirement, you have to have the 15 megabytes of download speed from your broadband internet to be able to do the work from home. We provide you with all the equipment and everything you need. We definitely, the thing you'll have is a desk and a chair and a quiet place to work out of. Definitely want to keep in mind and make sure you're a good fit for this position. If you're not used to, working independently or being a little more isolated, you definitely want to maybe take a look at, if this is going to be something that's going to be working for you. People that have a lot of interaction, with people on a daily basis, this is definitely something that you'd have to get used to a little bit. Got to be a little more independent and, be able to, you're going to be on a team environment, but we definitely want you to be know that be a little more independent. You're going to be a little more isolated, and how you make sure you're comfortable with that as well. Like Josh was saying, our first day, will consist of you going either to the Manal or the Jefferson call center. We'll set you up in a drive-through type scenario. Everybody lines up at a certain time in the morning. You'll drive through, pick up your equipment. You'll meet some of our leaders. We'll get you some T-Mobile gear, some T-Mobile swag. You'll meet your trainer. You'll have somebody assigned to you. You'll head home, set up your equipment, making sure you're all set and ready to go. And then usually by midday, we're having like a meet and greet with our site to kind of congratulate you and again, bring you guys on board. There'll be a lot more information getting up to the point when you start your first day. So there'll be more communication, definitely from the trainer, from the recruiter. If you have questions, I think Josh was actually going to put our email in the chat as well. So then if you guys do have questions about any of this information, you guys can reach out about the interview process, about, pay, about the work from home, anything like that, please drop it in there as well, or send us an email and we can definitely address those things. Do you guys have any questions in regards to some of this info, like what to expect during training?
I do have the first question. What location will I be working at when I go back to working out of the office?
Awesome. Well, that's a great question. Specifically, each rec that you apply for, you can see it'll say specific for Jefferson or Manal. Those are our two locations. The specialist in the closed loop will be based out of Manal. So just so you know, so there'll be the two positions based out of Manal, and then the Jefferson location will be based out of the Jefferson site. With that being said, when you go to apply, if you have any questions, or you can apply to both the positions, give yourself an opportunity. We do have different directors, so we definitely, encourage you to apply, to both the positions and have an opportunity to join T-Mobile.
Thank you, Adam. Another question is, if I have questions about getting the application started, or I'm not finding where to create an account on the job search page, where do I go?
You should be setting up as a new employee and creating it from there. Unless you've already signed in and you have a username and profile, you just need, if you don't remember your password, you'll need to reset that.
And if not, you can email, either Josh or myself, and we can kind of see where you're at in the process and help you out with that as well.
Thank you. And after you open, can you still work from home if you want?
So once our centers open, the intent is for all employees to return back to the centers itself, right? So the positions that we're hiring for are temporarily work from home, and there's full intent of everyone going back and transitioning into our call centers. I see another question around hours. We have multiple schedules. There's 8-hour schedules, there's 10-hour schedules, there's 12-hour schedules. It really depends on the schedule that you select after bidding on it coming out of training, which they look at your performance and your attendance throughout that virtual training to determine that. But they don't always have shift bids. Know that closed loop works a little bit differently. I know just some of our team of experts environment, there's more of that shift bid scenario.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions before we move on? All right. All right, so lastly, just wanted to put our awards up from an organization. T-Mobile is completely invested in being a diverse company, an ethical company, and being one of the best places to work. So you can notice just by some of the awards that we have that it truly is a great place to work. And one of the biggest call outs here locally in Albuquerque is for 13 plus years in a row, we've won the award for best place to work for a larger organization. So that's really cool to see that we work hard, we play hard, and people are noticing it as we do that. So again, just digest this information. If you have any questions, let us know. But that's really all I have to talk about from our T-Mobile award standpoint.
Awesome. Well, before we go into more of a Q&A, just got one more question for you guys. And is it, are you with us? We're definitely hiring. Our forecast to hire for 2021. We have tons of classes as well. We definitely like people with drive, passion, people that are looking to move forward in their career-minded individuals. So, if this feels like you're the person for this position, definitely don't hesitate to give us a call. Email us if you have questions, but we look forward to kind of seeing some of your applications flowing through. we have any more questions that we're gonna kind of go through with the Q&A, or do we get a lot of them taken care of during the presentation?
We don't have any more questions in the Q&A right now. Thank you, guys.
No problem. I'm just putting I'm dropping our contact information into Q&A right now.
And while you do that, Adam and Josh, I just wanted to mention your job postings are also available at our jobs website. So it's www.jobs.state.nm.us. So if anybody, the link goes directly to your website. So thank you guys for partnering with us.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for allowing us to have this event with you guys. And again, if anybody has any questions, I just dropped our email address in there. Again, we're all working from a virtual environment at this point, so our emails are attached to our hips. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. We appreciate everybody's time. And I'm still keeping an eye if in case anything else comes through the Q&A.
Thank you. There's a lot of thank yous. Oh, there's one question. Do you have the internet speed? Do you have, wait, do we have to have the internet speed before we get the equipment?
Yes, you do. And we've called and we've talked to, a few people in regards to offering positions. The 15 megabytes of download speed is definitely, most providers all are way above that. But you do have to have the internet Wi-Fi before you get the equipment. Yes.
Thank you. The next question is, do you have to have experience in sales?
Let me take myself. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to have experience in sales. Sales is a plus. We're primarily looking for customer service skills itself. Sales is a huge added bonus. Just know that anything in our text environment, there is going to be a sales component to it, right? And it's not necessarily sales like a used carsman sales type of thing. It's you're trying to right fit our customers. So say they have an iPhone and you see like the ear pods or whatever that can go with it that could benefit the customer. You're going to offer that, right? So you're not just trying to put a square peg in a round hole.
Thanks, Josh. And the next question, how soon will positions be open?
Positions are open now. They can apply now, but we're filling our classes. We're literally filling our classes right now for those December dates that you guys saw. So 12/7 and 12/27 are the class dates that we have. And right now we have 45 open positions.
And that's just in December. And then
that's just December.
We're just scoring up dates for January, and we'll have those classes opening up as well here soon.
Okay, so one question, after I've put my application and done the assessment, when will I hear back from you?
Awesome. I can answer that. So once you complete the assessment, we get sent your resume within a few days. We will review your application and you will know as far as next steps what that would look like.
And can you repeat what the equipment that you will be giving out on the first day consists of?
Yeah, so really it's just all the equipment that they're going to need to be able to work from home, right? Like the desktop hardware, headset, all of that stuff that they need to be able to be fully functional from working from home. We also even provide like a 20-foot Ethernet cord so you can be 20 feet within your router. And again, the internet speed, as Adam mentioned, is being a minimum of 15 megabytes per second.
Thank you.
Awesome. Like we said, you just need a desk and a chair and a quiet place to work out of. We provide you with all the equipment you need.
Anything else? Don't be shy.
And let us know if this was helpful. We'd like to put more of these on if this is something that you felt was, beneficial for you to get the information, to ask questions about the positions and what we do and things like that. We definitely would be up for, having these more consistently as well. So, let us know if it's something you like seeing, coming from us. It is, we are limited to how we are, in the community. So we definitely want to see how we can reach you guys still and be able to get you the information and talk about our positions.
There's a question, is there a plus if you are bilingual? And also, they were not able to complete their online application.
So if they weren't able to complete their online application, I would have them email us so we can look into it, right? Maybe there's some type of technical difficulty that they ran into, unless they just haven't gone through all the steps and they need to complete it themselves. But what was the other part of that? Sorry.
I can answer that one, Josh.
Okay.
It's just, part of, being bilingual. And yes, bilingual is a plus. And we definitely note that we bring everybody in as English, but we do have bilingual departments. So there'll be a time where after you get on with us that we will put you in, you can take a language assessment. At that time, you will get, put in the queue in regards to when some openings come up in our bilingual departments or teams, there'll be an option to maybe go into those departments as well. And they do offer a shift differential for bilingual.
Thank you. And somebody said, awesome, can't wait. And yes, this is very helpful.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
They said, thank you for your time.
No, thanks for joining us.
So if, I think that's it, guys.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. And we hope to do this again soon.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Have a great day.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.